And he said, to Charlemagne that he'd be willing to fight you at 158. And I think you made a comment about that, saying there's levels and the weight classes for a reason. So that fight is impossible, or could it ever be possible? You're never going down to 160.
No,
right?
No, I can't. I can't. It's impossible because, like he say, if he beat Germonta, no, everybody's going to say, yeah, it's too small.
Right.
And this and that. So it's the same thing. I respect Crawford. He's a good fighter, but we're not different weight classes.
That's a mega fight, though, Canelo.
And it is a mega fight. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Different time doing the stream, but we got to see what Canelo Alvarez had to say about fighting Terence Crawford. He seems like he won't get credit for it, but I think it's one of the more bigger fights in boxing right now. If things play out how it's supposed to play out, of course, he has to get past Charlo. But let's finish seeing what he had to say.
Like, I mean, that's kind of like the last big mega fight out there, right?
I mean, because of the way he beat Spence and how easy they see there's no challenge around those divisions outside of Canelo. He's the only guy, and that's why I guess to your point,
but if I beat him, what are you gonna say? That's too small.
Right.
That's too small.
Well, you get what you asked for. If he asked for it, if he's saying he wanted,
I mean, you went up to 175.
Yeah, but
see, they trying to instigate a fight. So will this entice Crawford? Crawford said that he can't really necessarily fight past what is he, 158 or whatever, right? But if he's able to sit back and think on it, he could possibly fight a Canelo Alvarez. Just come in at whatever way he gonna come in at. Come in at his walk around weight. Pull off a Frankie Edgar. Just come in at your walk around weight. You got the skills to pay the bills. Make something happen. It'll be a huge fight.
But everybody wants to fight me. Everybody wants to fight me. That's the truth. But I know for that you need to get there and fight everybody.
As a boxing fan, would you like to see him lose 8 pounds, get to 160 to fight Terence Crawford?
To be honest with you, as a fight fan, yeah, I would like, it would be an interesting fight, but I understand his point, and all that he's accomplished. There's no reason for him have to come down for Bud, but I can see how the fight is. Crawford was on this show and he said, to Charlemagne that he'd be willing to fight you at 158. And I think you made a comment about that, saying there's levels and the weight classes for a reason. So that fight is impossible, or could it ever be possible? You're never going down to 160.
No,
right?
No, I can't. I can't. It's impossible because, like he say, if he beat Germonta, no, everybody's going to say, yeah, it's too small.
Right.
And this and that. So it's the same thing. I respect Crawford. He's a good fighter, but we're not different weight classes.
That's a mega fight, though, Canelo. Like, I mean, that's kind of like the...
See... I think that because I seen a longer clip of this, and he pretty much says that he'll fight him at 168 pounds, right? If Crawford was to come up, he said he'll fight him. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button for your boy. Morning stream, random stream. I think let's see here, because YSM got an interview with Canelo, and he said he saw him in person, and he said Canelo's small. He said Canelo's a small dude, probably 5'7". He said he listed at 5. He probably really 5'7", but he kind of stocky. He's a stocky guy. I think something could happen. If Crawford could move up that, if he could just come in at his walk around weight, he probably won't even come in at 168. He probably come in at like 165 or something. But I think something could happen. Charlo, of course, is the fight that's next for Canelo. And initially, I was leaning towards Charlo winning that fight, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's a lot of things. I don't know if Charlo is going to be able to beat Canelo Alvarez. I don't know. I'm slightly leaning towards Canelo, even though Canelo's on a decline. That's another reason why I think Crawford should be able to could possibly beat Canelo right now, because Crawford doesn't seem like he's necessarily on a decline at all. And Canelo, he's, he hasn't really looked too great. He hasn't looked too great. Even against Triple G, he didn't look good. So I think a skillful guy like Crawford could make something happen. But as far as Jamel, is he going to be prepared properly? You know, Derek James, how much time did he really spend with Jamel Charlo going into a fight with Canelo Alvarez? Derek James has been with Spence. He's been with Frank. He's been with this guy, that guy. How much time did you spend with Jamel to prepare him for a fight with Canelo Alvarez, bro? So that's just why I'm leaning towards Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez has an abundance of experience. Not to mention, Jamel Charlo, his energy was that of a guy that has a lot of respect for Canelo, and rightfully so. But in previous fights, Jamel Charlo didn't show that type of energy. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Canelo to win that fight. So after Jamel, we're going to definitely expect him to beat Jamal if he was to fight Jamal. And then what's next for Canelo Alvarez? Right? Nothing but like a fight with Crawford, right? And if Crawford feels like he can go up to 168 pounds and fight Canelo Alvarez, I say do it. I say do it. Floyd Mayweather was able to, even though Floyd Mayweather had the leverage, right? We saw what he did. We saw what he did when you got the skills, man. You could, and on fight night, Canelo had I believe on fight night, Canelo had like a 13 or 15 pound weight advantage over Floyd Mayweather. And we saw what happened. So Canelo Alvarez, he's in the position now to where I'm calling the shots. And if Crawford wants to fight, he got to come up to my weight. I say Crawford should do it. I say he should do it. If he gets Jamel, beats Jamel, let's just say hypothetically, right? Canelo fights Jamel, Canelo gets the win. Canelo keeps the belts at 168. Boo Andrade Benavidez is about to fight. But Jamel goes back down to 154. It may not work out for him, right? It doesn't necessarily work too well when guys move back down like that. Crawford beats Jamel. Boom. 3-division undisputed champion. I say Crawford should go ahead and go up and fight Canelo Alvarez. Just come in at your walk-around weight. You won't have to deplete yourself at all. And go in there and put up one of the biggest fights of this era against Canelo Alvarez. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Early morning stream, random stream. Salute to everybody, man. Timothy Wells, salute. Craig Smith, Chip and Bud. Hey, what's up, Anthony Johnson? Salute. Toby Montana, Fanua, MO1. Salute to everybody in the building, man. This early morning stream for the guys to catch the stream. Hit that like button if you're catching the replay. You said no, it's weight class for a reason. I mean, yeah, it is, bro. It is. But I think Crawford can make something happen against Canelo. I think if there was anybody that could from a smaller weight class, I think it's a guy like Crawford. Because we're looking at Spence stylistically, bro, his style kind of will play really into Canelo game. Canelo is a counterpuncher and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it'll kind of play more into Canelo's game. But Crawford, he's more of a versatile guy. You don't necessarily know what type of game Crawford's going to bring to the fight. He could literally emulate a Floyd Mayweather approach and make something happen. You said a catch weight? You said hypothetically, how much can a catch weight rehydrate to maximum? I don't know. Canelo ruled out the whole catch weight thing. Canelo's not trying to do no catch weights. He said he can't even get down to 160 anymore. So Canelo's definitely the bigger guy. But like I said, if Canelo said he'll do it, he definitely said he'll do it. If Crawford wants to come up, why not? But he said he ain't coming down. So what's going on, Orlando? Fanny, salute. Early morning stream, man. Canelo versus Crawford. Crawford versus Charlo. Terence Crawford is the guy now. Names is being mixed up among some of the biggest names in the sport. Prior to all of this, it was Errol Spence name that was mentioned among some of the bigger guys in the upper weight classes. But now it's Terence Crawford. Now it's Terence Crawford that finds himself names with Tank Davis and stuff. If Tank Davis wants to come up, Crawford said he'll stay at 147 for Tank. He actually said that Tank Davis, he actually said that the weight it was kind of hard to make 147. This is what Bud said. He said it was hard to make 147. So I don't think Bud. What's up, Ruben Sanchez? Y'all hit that like button for your boy. He actually said it was hard to make 147. So I think he's really ready to move up to 154 anyway. And Crawford walks around. What did he say he walked around at? Like 160 or something like that. But he stays in shape. So he'll be real light against Canelo, bro. He will be real light. He'll be light as hell. But I mean, maybe he'll put on some size in a year or so. I don't know. He has a length advantage. He has the arm reach advantage. Similar to what Floyd had. Same thing. Same dimensions as Floyd Mayweather Crawford has. With the reach and the height, he had the same dimensions. Floyd had real long reach too. Except Floyd wasn't cracking like Crawford. But they both was really accurate punchers. Floyd and Bud was really accurate punchers. Hey, speaking of that, I'm glad you said this, Craig Smith, because I noticed, right? I pay attention to the energy of the comment section with the fans are saying that prior to Crawford fighting Spence, there was a lot of mixed reviews, so to speak, right? But if you look at it now, it seemed like Crawford has become a beloved fighter. Like, you don't see nothing but high praise and respect for Crawford. It's like, where did all the haters go? Where did they all go? I don't see them anywhere anymore. Hey, what you say, Fanu? You says Canelo would come down if Crawford got a name at 154 and 160 start pressure Canelo. I think it'll take. I think the fight could happen. Crawford and Canelo, I think they both are guys with the same type of I think it could happen. If Canelo fans are pressure Canelo to make the fight, and if Crawford fans say, let's go ahead, we believe you can do it, I think it could happen. You know what I'm saying? It's all really is the ball is in Bud's court, if I'm honest, you guys. The ball is in Bud's court. Canelo said the offer is pretty much, he pretty much said, I don't know if this whole clip played it or not. I don't know if he had the whole clip here.
Last big mega fight out there, right?
I mean, because of the way he beat Spence and how easy, they see there's no challenge around those divisions outside of Canelo. He's the only guy, and that's why I guess to your point.
But if I beat him, what are you gonna say? That's too small.
Right.
That's too small.
Well, you get what you asked for. If he asked for it, if he's saying he wanted, you know.
I mean, you went up to 175.
Yeah, but you know, everybody wants to fight me. yeah. Everybody wants to fight me. That's true. But I know for that you need to get there and fight everybody.
As a boxing fan, would you like to?
So yeah, this ain't the whole clip, but the whole clip he said some other things like they asked who beats Crawford from 147. Canelo said pretty much nobody beats him. He says that at 160 we don't know, right? We don't know if Crawford could beat the guys at 160. And then he got asked if he will fight Crawford. He said, well, I mean, if Crawford comes up to 168. So I think Crawford should do it. If he wants all the biggest, best fights out there and he was truly there to be great, which he already is, right? Crawford's name is already mentioned amongst some of the greatest fighters in boxing history. But if he want to take it to the next level, I say he should really entertain that idea, talk with his team and entertain the idea of a potential fight. And if he can do it, fight Canelo Alvarez. It'll be the biggest fight of this era. Canelo versus Crawford. Especially before Canelo Alvarez really starts to show signs of slippage. But I still think it'll be a big fight. What's going on, D Young? I see you in the building. But yeah, Bud Crawford's really getting his flowers right now. That's what I noticed as well. Bud Crawford is really getting his flowers. You know? Look. Charlo responds to Bud Crawford's call out, right? Bud Crawford called him out the other day. Bud Crawford called out Charlo the other day. Caught the big fish. Now I'm hunting a little cub at twin Charlo. Charlo comes on there and says, ha, very entertaining. You know, it's a big thing here. Let's get it. Hey, salute, man. Look at Showtime on here. Everybody's on here, right? Clarissa says, you just want to fight everybody. Yeah, he do. So Jamel is all in with it. Now I heard, right, and I seen an interview. I wonder if I can find a clip of it. Jamel Charlo is a lucky man. I envy Jamel Charlo. He has his wife, right? I guess it's the same chick that beat up whatever, right? We know what happened. But she was talking, she had an interview and she got asked about Crawford and Canelo and everything. Man, he got a good one. I'll tell you that. She know all about boxing. She was just really good. And she said that but people don't know is that Crawford, after the fight, and Charlo looked at each other, and it was like he like nodded, and Crawford like bumped his chest like a sign of respect. So she said that's something that the media and everybody really didn't see. But yeah, go check out that interview with Charlo's wife, man. He got I'm envious. I envy him. He got a good one. But hit that like button for your boy. That's right. Bud Crawford putting that pressure, caught the big fish, The Spence fans, man. What y'all go do, bro? This was supposed to be Spence name being mentioned amongst Canelo. But now it's Terence Bud Crawford, bro. Bud Crawford. Yeah. His time is here, man. His time is here. Jamel Charlo knows he got to take that fight one way or another. I don't know, though. Jamel Charlo is huge. Jamel Charlo is big, man. I don't know if he's going to come back down to 154. I don't know if he can really come back down. But we go see. He said he go do it. Jamel Charlo, what I noticed about Jamel is he's out to prove something. He's out to prove something. And he act like he don't want to fight Bud. He get nervous as hell when Bud's name gets brought up and shit. But I think he'll fight him, though. I think Jamel will fight Bud, despite him being when his name is being brought up. I think the pressure from the media and the fans is going to force it now at this point. And then he beat the hell out of your boy. So you got to go see him. You know what I'm saying? You got to go see him. Them horse heads, that's what I said. He got a big ass head, that horse head. Yeah. So we go see, though. Jamel got to get past Canelo. I don't know, man. The boxing's getting really interesting. Boxing's really, really interesting. He said he choking the hell out of that shark. Yeah, man. Caught the big fish, man. Spence fans is just crumbling. It's just so bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just so bad. This is not the reality that they wanted. But this is the reality that we foreseen. This is the reality that we foreseen, man. Jamel Charlo hopped on there and said, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So I say Jamel is going to fight him, bro. He go fight him. And I say if Crawford get past Jamel and becomes a 3-division undisputed champion, I think he'll probably have enough leverage in that sense to where Canelo probably had to at least meet him at 165. You know what I'm saying? That Canelo probably like, you know what? I'll try to make the 165. You know what I'm saying? Whatever weight I come in at, we go just come in and just make this fight, make a fight. I think Bud could do it. I think Crawford has to. I think Crawford is the same caliber fighter as a Floyd Mayweather, and I think he can do it. I think he's that same caliber of a fighter. So if the ball is in Crawford's court in regards to this Canelo thing. So the big fights, Crawford's finally about to be getting the big fights. Bud Crawford.
Show and he said, what if he were to go up to 160? We know you're not going down, but would he beat everybody at 162?
We don't know. We don't know.
But up to 154, you don't see anybody beating him.
No. He's a great fighter.
So fight him.
He's not
completely off the table. It's completely off the table.
I can go down.
I can go down. The only way he'll fight him if Bud goes up to 168.
168, yeah.
So if Bud comes up to 168, you'd consider it.
Yeah, why not?
You do it.
Yeah.
168.
168.
Okay, that's the way.
Let's try to convince him.
168.
Y'all heard that? Hey, salute to the Breakfast Club, man. Them dudes know they boxing. They say, all right, we gonna try to convince Bud to, they gonna try to get Bud to do it. I'm gonna be pushing for it too. Shit. I think he can do it. Look at the stats, man. Canelo got weight. He got the weight advantage. Yeah, of course. So yeah, so what? So what? He got the weight advantage. Yeah. But as far as stature, it's equal. Crawford got the reach advantage. Man, I say go for it, bro. If things play out how it's supposed to play out, or play out how it's gonna play out, of course Crawford had to get past with Jamel Charlo. That's gonna be a task within itself. I think Crawford could beat Jamel, but if the smoke clears and it's just him and Canelo still around, because I think Canelo beat Jamal definitely at this point. But if the smoke clears after that and Canelo's still around and he don't feel like dealing with Benavidez and them still, Benavidez probably be at he should be at light heavyweight by then. But I think Canelo should go ahead and fight Bud. And Bud should fight Canelo. What's going on, Butch? You said not right away. Oh, yeah, definitely not right away. Definitely not right away. We got to see how he looks in there with a guy like Charlo. But Bud said he had a hard time making 147. So he's probably outgrowing 147 already. You said Floyd said Canelo hasn't improved. He really hasn't. After the Floyd fight, Canelo improved dramatically, right? But then after a certain point, it seemed like he just didn't. Like he just got kind of stagnant, and now it's looking like he's on a decline. You know what I'm saying? You said Lampley said, boy, wait, 165 fight night. That's what I'm saying. So Crawford, on that one interview he had, what was the interview? I forgot what it was. But he had an interview. He got asked about his walk around weight. And he said right now he said usually like 160, 165 or something like that. Shit, I haven't been that light since like the 9th grade. But I think he could do it, man. Just come in at his walk around weight, man. Fuck it. Come in at the walk around weight. Just you ain't got to deplete yourself or nothing. Just come in at your walk around weight and fight. Don't get hit. I think he could do it. I definitely think Crawford could do it. Because I watched the Spence Crawford fight again, actually, by the way. And I watched it again for the first time since seeing it live. And whoever did the video, I want to see the full broadcast. I missed the Showtime one. But I seen it the way dude edited it was pretty tight. And Errol Spence, Crawford was he was much, much, much stronger than Errol Spence. Much stronger. He's a strong, strong, strong guy. Real strong guy. I think he can do it. I think he can do it. How much you think Canelo walks around? Canelo probably walks around probably about like 180 or something. He probably walks around like around 180. He's a stocky guy. YSM saw him, and he told me over the phone that Canelo, he's small. Like compared to guys like me and him, he's small, but he's stocky. He like real short. Like he about 5'7". You know what I'm saying? So Canelo is a little dude up in there fighting them bigger guys at 168. And this is why I say Canelo started off at 147 as a professional. So I don't know. I think Bud got the skills to do it. You know, that's just what I think. Hey, Jamel always chewing on a brick, Butch. He gets nervous as hell when Bud name get brought up, bro. That shit hilarious. Errol Spence wants that immediate rematch, though.
Himself that he believed that he can do that because he's been knocking all these fighters out that he's been in the ring with, you know. So no knock to Tank, but there's definitely levels, you know. And if he come up to 147, and he's thinking he's just gonna knock Terence Crawford out. Got another thing coming.
So that's the fight you would make happen if he wanted to come up to 147.
Yeah, I'll stay at 147 for him. That's a big money.
That's a big fight. Yeah,
It's a big money fight. You know. Yeah.
So Spence.
But then what? Everybody gonna say he was too small. Nobody gonna give me credit.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, "Oh man, you beat up a little guy that's fight at 130."
And this is what Canelo said in regards to Crawford. I beat the little guy, then what? Right? But I ain't gonna hold you. Canelo, you fought Mir Khan. Mir Khan had to get pulled up a couple of weight classes. You fought him, bro. So Canelo, what is it, man? Yeah, you don't want to meet Crawford at a catch weight because you know Crawford got them skills. Yeah, Canelo. Yeah. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Canelo's short, real small. Even Charlo looks bigger than him. It's like, how the hell was Jamel even making 154? Look how much bigger he is. Right? He looked like a 168 pounder. Right? He looked like a 168 pounder. Oh shit. Wait, I ain't got it on the screen here. Yeah, he Charlo's big. So I say if Crawford is willing to fight Charlo, he should fight Canelo too. But like I said before, I think if Crawford was able to beat Jamel, become a 3 division undisputed, I think he'll have a little more leverage. To the where Canelo be like, you know what, I could probably go down to 165 for that one. I said that he had to come in 68, but I can come to 165. Because Crawford is being looked at as I see the energy for Crawford is a lot different. I don't be seeing no more hate for Bud like that. This is actually, I see the same love that Bud's getting now is the love that he got prior to the whole welterweight saga with him and PBC and all these guys and all this shit. Now you see nothing but love and praise for Crawford again. You said Bud may want to retire with his O. Yeah, Mir Khan. That's what I'm saying. For real. Mir Khan fought Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Mir Khan fought him. You said Bud may want to retire with his O. Yeah. But I think Bud also said, nah, I'm in a position to get some of the biggest fights in the sport. I'm going to go ahead and do that too. But yeah, watching the Spence fight again, Spence stood no chance, man. He stood no chance at all, bro. He stood no chance. He couldn't even move Crawford. He couldn't even move him. The skill gap is just simply too wide. There's no excuses, no weight excuses. The skill gap was extremely wide in that fight. Extremely wide. Like Crawford totally separated himself from Errol Spence right out of the gate. First round was a fill-out round. The rest of the fight was a wash. Crawford's jab looked better than ever. He said he had a pre-camp before his camp. And he said he trained his hardest. He said it's probably his hardest camp. He said this was his hardest camp of his career. And he said he put in serious work going into that Spence fight. Serious work. And it showed. So at this point, Jamel Charlo was talking about the behind the head shots. We've seen what Jamel Charlo had to say about that. I ain't seen no behind the head shots, bro. I didn't see none of that. And if something did land behind the head, if it did, that's because Spence's balance was all off and he was all leaning all over the place. But I didn't see nothing like that. I saw a masterclass performance against a top-tier fighter. Spence fans, you can't find them no more. You can't find them. Some of them still around, once there was true boxing fans. But a lot of those radical dudes, nah, bro, you ain't gonna see them no more. You ain't gonna see them no more, bro. The skill gap was just simply too wide, man. And I think Crawford has a skill set to compete with a lot of these guys, even Canelo. You said, wait, what? You said, did Alicia really pop dirty? Hold up. Wait, where you see that at, bro? DG? Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Morning stream, man. Morning boxing talk. I just wanted to talk some boxing this morning, man. Hold up. You said Alicia popped hot. Let me look this up real quick. Miss Angela Bassett arms. Let me see. That's crazy if she did, bro. Hey, I don't know, Butch. I don't know what happened to LT. That's what I've been looking for, man. I haven't did a live in them little minute, though, but I haven't seen them in the comments and none either. I told you, man, a lot of these dudes, they got to recover, man. They got to recover. Oh, you saw that too, Butch? Hold on, let me see. I don't see it yet. So Crawford tells Canelo, there ain't no catch where you come to 147. That's right, little dude. Tank Davis been real quiet, though. We haven't heard nothing from Tank. We ain't heard nothing from Tank. Tank been real quiet. I told y'all, though. I told y'all about Tank. I told y'all that when it's none of us space and opportunity, when there's open smoke, he's quiet. You can't find him. He's quiet as hell. But once he got a fight lined up, I guarantee you, once this fight line gets lined up with Pitbull, he gonna come out talking. Because Tank Davis, the reason why Crawford's probably really entertaining the fight with Tank, because Tank Davis been a huge critic of Crawford for years. He's probably been one of Crawford's biggest haters. He's probably been one of Crawford's biggest haters over the years, Tank Davis. Out of all the other professionals, out of his peers, Tank Davis been the one that's probably been most critical. He's not pound for pound. He's not that good. His chinny, and all that shit he made out of glass. And yeah, Tank Davis been talking shit. So come on and bring your little ass on up, little dude. I'll teach you a lesson. Yeah, I'll stay there and you a big money fight. Yeah, I'll stay here and beat your ass. Yeah, that's right. You've been talking a lot of shit. You've been talking a lot of shit. So if you really want that smoke, there's no rehydrations and clauses and shit over here. You know what I'm saying? But if Crawford wants to fight Canelo, he gonna have to do what Canelo. He gonna have to go up to 168, bro. And that's just what that is. I say he should go ahead and do it too. Hold on, let me see about this Alicia Baumgartner thing, man. That shit's crazy. Let me see if y'all. I don't see nothing on her. Unless it literally just happened. Unless it literally just happened. What's up, D Luckett? Oh, you said they allegedly about to announce the Alicia news. Wow, yeah, it's probably gonna come out soon then. Because I don't see it right now. Yeah, I don't see it right now. Yeah, Bud versus Canelo, y'all. 5'8". Both guys are 5'8". Canelo, I heard, really 5'7". And Crawford has a 74-inch reach, and Canelo has a 70-inch reach, similar to Floyd Mayweather. And we saw what Floyd was able to do. I don't know. I'm all in with it though. And I say, but look, I say this too though. Crawford should go ahead and whoop on Boots. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, beat up on Boots. If you can't get if the fight with Jamel don't happen, and the Canelo fight just simply whatever for whatever reason, I say go ahead and beat up on Ennis. Beat up on Boots Ennis. Beat up on Tim Zoo. Then call it one. That's if he can't get the bigger fights. Definitely go after Boots Ennis, though. Definitely go after him. Yeah, that's right. Boots Ennis been pretty quiet, too, though. A lot of these guys been real quiet. You don't hear nobody really knocking on that door to fight Bud like that. They not knocking. But the guys that's like Jamel and Canelo Alvarez, Crawford come knocking, they got to answer. They got to answer now. You can't say he's not a pay-per-view draw no more. You can't say he ain't fought nobody no more. All those whack-ass excuses that fans use for years can't be used no more. And that's why a lot of them dudes disappeared out of the boxing community. And some of them got to regroup. They'll come back. Some of them probably come back once they, you know. You said Bud should take that fight for sure. He has the IQ to fight at any weight with any style. I think so. I think Bud has the like I said, I think he has the skills to fight Canelo. I think he has the skills. And you say you think Bud could hurt him? Possibly, man. Will his weight, will his punching power still be the same? You know. We saw what he was doing to Spence and everybody else at welterweight. He stopped everybody at welterweight, bro. You said, yeah, he said Canelo ain't in no hurry. If Crawford beats Jamel, in impressive fashion, yeah, that's gonna really shake things up, man. Let's go shake shit the fuck up. You said Bozy said he understands that Bud doesn't fight Boots. Yeah, because Crawford's on a different position. And Crawford be doing Boots a favor. But Crawford's in a position now to where, look, man, I've been trying to get the bigger fights for years. I wasn't able to get these fights. And now that I'm able to get these fights, bro, hey, look, man. I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do for years now. Hell, I'm 35 years old. I ain't got much time left. I ain't gonna lie. 35-year-old Crawford is a nasty, nasty dude. He real nasty. He way nastier than the Bud from 5 years ago, for sure, man. He's nasty. Watching that Spence fight again, bro, just, man, nasty dude, bro. Real nasty. Oh, you just saw a few videos that she popped dirty. Uh-oh. So Alicia Bumgarner popped hot. I mean, shit, bro. Should we say we surprised or no? I don't know. I don't know. You said Crawford is gonna knock Jamel out. Yeah, Crawford is on Jamel bumper hard. He said, that's what I said I'm gonna do. I said I'm coming for him, and that's what I'm gonna do. He said, I'm coming for him, and that's what I'm gonna do. So deep down, right? Even though Jamel made all these excuses as to why Crawford beat Spence, Jamel already knows that Spence ain't gonna beat this dude. He already knows he ain't gonna beat him, bro. He already knows he ain't gonna beat him. Jamel knows Spence ain't gonna beat Crawford. So this is why Jamel ain't saying, oh, you got to beat my boy in a rematch. Nah, man. just such a huge skill gap. So you said Canelo versus Crawford equals no mas too? What you mean? Who's no who has no more? Who's quitting, man? Who's quitting in this hypothetical matchup between Canelo and Crawford? Who's quitting between the two undisputed champions? Two of the most accomplished fighters in boxing in this generation, in this era. Right? These are the two most accomplished guys. Let me see. Yeah. In this current era, which they say is the Terence Crawford era now. These are the two most accomplished guys. We got the cash cow and Canelo Alvarez, tons of accolades, accomplishments, titles, and Crawford as well. So, who you say is the no mas, man? Who quitting? Is it Crawford quitting? Oh, you said Canelo quitting. It's just too much skill, man. Yep. So a Bumgarner, they say she popped hot. So wait for the news, y'all. Wait for the news. But yeah, other than that, man, let's see.
Inoue, Crawford.
Canelo, who would you say are the top 4 in boxing right now, skill wise?
I think Inoue, Crawford, Germonta. It's a lot of fighters. I don't wanna be disrespect with other fighters and not mention there because it's a lot of fighters, good fighters out there.
Canelo, who would you say are
His English got real good, man. His English got real good. It gets better every time he comes out. His English gets better every time he comes out. I hadn't heard. Yeah, they just saying Dub C that she failed the drug test or something, bro. Alicia Bumgarner. They said that she pop hot. That's just the word on the street. Yeah, hit that like button for your boy, man. Hit that like button if you're catching the replay. Just more early morning boxing talk. Haven't did a stream in a minute, man. It's crazy though. Sitting back thinking how it was 3 months ago, 6 months ago. Let's just say about 6 to 9 months ago. And now the whole landscape of boxing is totally different. The whole landscape. The possibility of Errol Spence beating Canelo Alvarez is totally thrown out the window after that's such a lopsided performance, that one-sided beatdown at the hands of Terence Bud Crawford. Now people is mentioning Crawford and Canelo's fights. Crawford Tank. Crawford Charlo. Total contrast from what it used to be. Caught the big fish, and now he's coming from the little cub. Really, really good times to be a boxing fan, man. 2023 has been a really, really good year. And it's not over yet. It's not over yet. I say guys like Boots Ennis and Keith Thurman, Dennis Ugas, the guys in the welterweight division. I guess they got to wait a little longer to after Crawford deals with Spence in his rematch at 154. Steven Espinoza came out and said that fight probably won't happen to 2024. So Crawford probably is done for this year. And I think early 2024 is when we possibly see that rematch if Spence really wants to take it. Guys like Canelo said Spence should go right into the rematch. Don't retire, nothing like that. Go right into the rematch. But a lot of people, even Canelo said he expects the outcome to be the same. I don't see none of the Spence fans around no more to talk about boxing. You say you want Crawford to beat up on Thurman? Man, Thurman is just, I don't know, man. I don't even think Bud's looking back that way anymore, bro. And Keith Thurman played his cards wrong, man. He really played his cards wrong. And now look at him. Now he's in the back with guys like Boots Ennis to possibly deal with. I think they should fight. I think the Bozy Ennis and them should really start pressing for fights with Keith Thurman, so he could be in position to be trying to call out Crawford for real. Because even though he's the mandatory, Crawford be like, man, I ain't doing none of that shit, bro. You said Jamel talking about Bud. Bud didn't rabbit punch at all. Bud didn't do no dirty. Errol was the one that was warned about dirty shots, bro. Errol Spence was the one warned about dirty shots in that fight. In every fight, Errol Spence be doing some dirty. Especially in his more recent fights, he does a lot of dirty shit, low blows and shit. Jamel just didn't know what to say. Because when Crawford gets brought up, he gets real nervous. He gets real nervous when Bud gets brought up. Almost like they sparred before or something, and Crawford beat the shit out of him or something. You know what I'm saying? Like Jamel brings off that kind of energy. Like, yeah, I've been in the ring with this dude before. Actually, speaking of being in the ring, I seen Jerry Hurd interview. It was a real good interview. And he was talking about Crawford. And he said that when he sparred Crawford, he said Crawford was out of shape. He wasn't necessarily in shape or nothing, but he said he just wanted to work with him. And he said he was up in the middle. He said Crawford's a real strong dude, real strong. And he said he was up in the ring just slugging it. Like they was in the middle of the ring just going at it. He said they only did about 2 rounds because he said Bud wasn't really in shape. But yeah, he said, yeah, he a real strong guy. And we see how big the juggernaut is. I mean, not the juggernaut. Well, that's what I call him. That's how he fights, like a fucking juggernaut. But Swift Hurd, he said that Bud was a strong dude. And he said they was going toe to toe in the middle of the ring. Yeah, Thurman does a lot of good talking, but not enough fighting, man. A lot of talking, not enough fighting. Sat out for 3 damn years. Sparred for 3 damn years, bro. Sat out for 3 years. Keith Thurman. Last fight was Mario Barrios. Could have fought Ugas already. Right? Could have fought Ugas already. He just that's what happens when you play these games, bro. I'm glad Bud Crawford is I'm glad it worked out for him, bro. And if you see his interview with Earn Leisure, whatever, that's a real good interview. Probably one of his best I've seen. They got real deep into things that you probably didn't know about Bud. Bud is a smart. They said Bud's a dumb businessman, right? They used to say that. I remember that. Like he makes smarter. Crawford made a lot of smart investments in Omaha, Nebraska. He said he owns like 40 houses. He got like 6 or 7 apartment complexes, all types of shit. Like Bud Crawford's straight. You know what I'm saying? He's straight. He made a lot of smart investments. You said Errol beats up Jamel in sparring. He saw how easily Bud handle Errol, so he knows that he can't ever Bud. Yeah, I know. And then if he squeezes back down, yeah, he gonna really get knocked out. So yeah, go ahead and make that fight too, Jamel. Jamel go make the fight. I think Jamel go do it. At the end of the day, I think he's gonna do it. Even though it's just funny watching him when Crawford name gets brought up. He gets a little nervous. Tim Zoo ain't banging on that Bud though. None of them dudes, Swaggy D. I think Tim will take the fight though, but they're not banging on Bud's door like that. Boy, where everybody banging on Bud's door? Like, hey, I want to fight Crawford. You ain't really seeing it like that. It's Crawford still calling out other guys and saying who he wants to fight. Nobody's saying, you know, we say when Boots said after the fight, but Boots, he ain't about to say shit. Boots knows what he needs to do if he really wants to fight Crawford for real. He knows what he needs to do. Talk that shit. Talk mad shit. So much shit that Crawford gonna have to see you. Crawford's that guy. But he ain't gonna do it. He gonna sit there and wait till Crawford eventually vacate or move up, and then that's what he gonna do. He ain't, man, Bozy, they know Crawford ain't. Stay away from Crawford right now. Stay away from Terence Crawford right now, kid. Stay away. Because they say 30s is old, but I think 30s is the prime. Them 20-year-old dudes ain't really, nah, man. Bud go hurt that kid right now. But I say make the fight. Put him in there. Put him in there. Definitely put him in there. We ain't ducking no smoke over here. Put Boots in there too. And Boots wants to fight with Crawford. He knows what he needs to do. Forget them sanction bodies. They not go budge. They not go move. They not go try to piss off Crawford. But if you want to really make the fight, you go out to really, really try to talk that shit. Closed mouths ain't getting fed, bro. Especially when you ain't really bringing nothing to the table at all. Nothing. And they even fought another, not even another world champion at the weight or nothing. So he ain't, you know, Crawford's looking at it like the bigger fights, bro. Charlo, Canelo. The bigger fights. Yeah, Bud was talking a lot about the business in that EYL interview. Yeah, man, it was a real good interview, bro. Real good interview. Hold up, I think I had a clip of it too. Yeah, that was a good interview, bro. It was a long interview too.
You've been around boxing long enough
so you
to
can
know.
tell which. If I got 10 fighters, 9 of them probably not gonna work out.
But the thing is, you know, you've been around boxing long enough
So you
to
can
know
tell which one.
what fighters bring to the table and what fighters that you thought was gonna be something that they not, because it's how you move them. You got all this money invested in them. You're not about to get him beat. You're not about to put him in there with some crazy opponent. So you constantly grooming them step by step. And if you don't see what you want to see in them, then you're gonna throw them to the wolves, and you're gonna have your other fighter knock him off, and you still make money. You're going to make as much money as you can with him while you got him to recoup the money that you invested in him. And then you're going to get him knocked off. And then after you can't use him, you're going to cut him just like that. You're going to say, oh, termination. We don't want you no more. And I find that messed up as well, that a promotional company can say they could terminate your contract like this, but you can't terminate the promotional contract like, all right, I don't want you to promote me no more. So it's always a one-way street.
If I got
Yeah, you gotta check out that interview, man. That was a really good interview. You says 90-10 Boots can get what y'all looking for. He think, hey, you get what you looking for. Boots gonna get what he looking for. I tell you that. If Boots gets in there with Crawford right now, he gets beat. Now, the longer that takes to make, I definitely give Boots a chance. But nah, man, he hops in there with Crawford right now, he gets demolished. Crawford probably go beat him worse than he beat Spence. Because I think Crawford, I feel like Crawford kind of held back on Spence a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. He did say, if he dies, he dies. You know what I'm saying? But I think he carried Errol Spence a little bit. I think he carried him for sure. Man. They say Alicia Bumgarner popped high. That's not going to be good for her. That's not going to be good for the bomb squad, Miss Bomb Squad. Popping hot. That's not good. Yeah, that was a great interview, bro. Real good interview. One of Bud's best interviews. One of his best. Crawford's getting really good at these interviews. Actually, I need to try to get him over here. But because the thing with this, and I think Crawford knows this now, because early on, Bud didn't seem like didn't care too much for the media or anything like that, right? But now he seems to more embrace it more and be more comfortable doing it. And I think it's important because think of you as a boxing fan. Sometimes you like to see those old interviews, those rare old interviews of fighters from back in the day. You sit there and watch them shits like, damn. You know what I'm saying? This is how he was when he was younger and before he fought this guy, or during this fight, this is what was going on. This stuff is going to be on the internet for forever. 30 years from now, we're going to be watching old Crawford interviews and you know, old Spence interviews and Canelo and everybody else. So I think it's important. That was one of his best interviews and probably one of his longest. It was one of his best, man. I learned a lot about Bud. I didn't even know that he got 40 homes. He owns 40 homes and he takes care of everybody. He put everybody in houses in his family and cars, and like he takes care of a lot of people. He does a lot of things. And he said he himself, he don't really care about like necessarily money like that. He just takes care of everybody else. That's pretty much what I got from it in a nutshell. He takes care of everybody. And he got a lot of he made a lot of smart investments. He also owns some land. I think he said he owns like 40 acres. Like Bud Crawford doing the thing, man. But see, you don't know about it, right? You don't know. Like you heard for years that these dudes said Bud made stupid business moves and he's a dumb businessman. You used to see that from a lot of these guys. And these same bozos didn't even know that Crawford is a really big into real estate. Yeah, man, 40 houses, bro. He said he owns 40 houses. I wonder if I can find a clip. He owns like 40 houses. He 7 or I think he said 6 or 7 apartment complexes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he out here. He named some other stuff he got too. So he had Bud out here doing a damn thing, man. Contrary to what they say. Oh, and he said his B&B boxing gym totally free. So if you ever want to go into Omaha, Nebraska and go train it, you can just go train, bro. If you don't got to fight, if you just want to go hit the bag, if you just want to let off some steam, you can go up in there and just hit the bag. Totally free, bro. Like that gym, he said him and Bomax gym is free for anybody coming there and train. They ain't charging nobody. So yeah. Oh yeah, he got storefronts. Yeah, storefronts, all types of shit. But Bud out here doing the damn thing, man. You said he carried Porter and Spence. Yeah, man, ain't it? But he said he will dog walk Charlo, though. Yeah, he gonna fight Charlo hard for real, for real. Charlo's gonna get it. He's probably gonna get the best version of Terence Crawford we ever seen. Because Crawford knows that's gonna be, you know, his toughest test to date for sure. On paper, that's definitely Crawford's toughest fight. Charlo, the biggest opponent, everything. You say any other boxer that has free gym? I don't know. That's a good question, man. But I think that's cool shit, man. Like if I lived out there in that area, I'll be up in there all the time training. He said you don't gotta fight, right? If you don't want to fight, you don't gotta fight. You know, he said sometimes kids get hit in the face. You know, they think they want to do it, they get hit in the mouth. They don't want to do it no more. They kind of leave. You know what I'm saying? But they encourage the kids just to come back and just to train. Just train. You don't got to fight. Just train. Get in shape. You know, I think that's a cool thing, man. And I think good things come to people that give back like that. So, yeah, man, this is why Crawford's in the position he is in now. You said Boots will be Bud's hardest challenge, Charlo number 2. Yeah, possibly, man. Possibly. The thing with Boots, though, bro, I see everything everybody else sees. How tough is he, though? How tough is he? How tough is he? I need to see how tough he is. Because it's easy to style and profile on these guys. These guys he's been fighting is I need to see how tough he really is. Because in the Kukachan fight, it showed me some things. Swinging wide, missing wide, spinning around like Teofimo Lopez and shit. Nah, bro. Can't be doing that against a Crawford. Not to mention the big fight experience. How will he still be able to perform like that when Crawford across the ring from him under the big lights? The aura of a fighter like Terence Crawford. A very fierce and dangerous fighter. Not like a Floyd Mayweather, where you just happy to be here. You can't just be happy to be here fighting Terence Crawford. There's no happy to be here moments fighting that type of fighter, bro. This is why dude still ain't really knocking at his door like that. This is why he's still out here calling out other big name guys. Because this ain't no happy to be here moment when you fight Terence Crawford. This is a real serious moment. Yeah, you go get paid for it, but you may get the shit beat out of you for your efforts too. I gotta see a little bit more from Boots. I think Boots Ennis is the next guy. But if he hops in there anywhere near Crawford right now, he gets his ass kicked. And this will be a good lesson learned. He's gonna get his ass kicked fucking with that grown man. Real estate is the way to go, gentlemen. I'll tell you that. I'm looking to get into some of that stuff myself. That's definitely the way to go, though. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely the way to go. Get your shit together, get your money right, and get into some real estate. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely the way to go. But yeah, man. Terence Crawford versus Canelo. I think that Bud could do it. Me personally, I think he could do it. You know, weight will be a factor, but hey, this will be the biggest fight of this era. I think Canelo Alvarez isn't that big of a guy, right? It's not like Canelo's a 6 foot or a 5'11". You know, it's not like that. He's a really, really short guy with a shorter reach and everything. He's just stocky. And I think that also, since Canelo is somewhat of on a slowing down a little bit, I think it's practical for Crawford. I think it's a good fight, big fight, mega fight, super fight, the biggest fight. It was supposed to be Errol Spence in this position, but now somehow Crawford, the lightweight, the former lightweight that ain't done nothing, is now in this position to where he's being compared to Floyd and Canelo and everybody else that's been great in the sport of boxing. You said if Bud fights Charlo, Canelo will be next. Yeah, I think if Bud beats Charlo, I think Canelo will be like, yeah, I'm definitely more interested now. You know, because I don't think Canelo really wants to fight Benavidez and those bigger guys like that. I don't honestly think he really wants to deal with those dudes. I think he'll rather deal with a Crawford. You say you think he's sizing up Canelo now? Yeah, he's sizing him up. I think the Bomac and all them should be sizing him up. I think like in the next, maybe in another year or so, I think Crawford could still fight at a maximum. Wait, Canelo fought Floyd. Floyd was like what, 36, 37? And we saw how that played out. Floyd and Bud is the same, pretty much the same size. So as far as arm length and everything, the height and the arm length, I think they about the same size. So yeah, I don't know. I think it could happen, man. We talking about it a little early. It's a little early, but we talking about it early because it's probably gonna be something that's gonna really, really start to take traction. You know, depending on how the next fight plays out between Canelo and Charlo. Hey, he says, boxing legend, hometown hero, movie star, philanthropist, Bud moving hard. Yeah, he is. Bud doing his damn thing out here, bro. He doing his thing out here for sure. I'm waiting to see what Tank go say. Tank tends to get really quiet when he ain't got no fight lined up because he don't want to, you know. He said I was damn near 40 when I cut Canelo. Bud could do the same, yeah. He said it sounds crazy, but Crawford got the skills to do it. Only thing is if he could hurt Canelo or take a punch or two. I think he can do it, bro. I really think he can do it. I think he can do it. Now, Floyd Mayweather's defensively just ridiculous, right? I don't know. I think Bud could do it, though. Bud, actually, watching the Spence fight again, Bud defense was on point. His defense was on point against Errol Spence Jr. Real subtle. Like real subtle movements and like a lot of fucking tricks, bro. A lot of little subtle things. That's the Crawford Spence fight is one of those fights that you could watch and you could just see something different every time. That was such a masterful performance from Bud Crawford, man. Masterful. Did so many different things. Seemed like he could have just did anything. Yeah, Sugar Ray did it, Drico. What's up, y'all? Was Drico Bay in the building? He said Sugar Ray Robinson did it and stayed at his weight and beat big guys. Yeah, man, I think Bud could do it, bro. But the ball is in Bud's court. Tell Trey, ball is in Bud's court. Canelo said to Bud, if he wants to come 168, we could do it. I say, Bud, just come in whatever weight you go come in at. It probably won't even be 168. Come in at 166, 165, whatever you go come in at. I think he got the skills to do it for sure. Benavidez was his hardest fight, toughest fight, man. Surprisingly, Benavidez was Bud's toughest fight at 147. Toby, that was his toughest fight, man. He lasted longer than anybody at 147. Benavidez, the one-legged guy. Crazy, right? Yeah, Canelo's not coming down, so Bud will have to go up. Bud will have to go up. Even if he is a 3-division undisputed champion, but if he beats Jamel, I still don't think Canelo gonna want all the leverage. He's gonna want it because Crawford is a great fighter. So Canelo's gonna want to keep the leverage in that one. He ain't gonna want to fold to nothing. Nah, you come up here, dude. Bud definitely got the skills to do it. Size will be a factor, but like I said, I think the skills will pay the bills. But yeah, you guys, man. Supposed to be Errol Spence, but it's Terence Crawford name that's mentioned. And this is what happens, man, when you be sitting here not knowing what you watching. When you're not knowing nothing about boxing for real. A lot of those dudes, you don't even see them in the comment sections no more. You don't see none of them no more. The skill gap was so wide. So wide. This just he made Spence look like he was nothing, bro. He made Spence look ordinary. And I'm saying that because I watched it again last night for the first time since seeing it live. And he made Spence look ordinary, bro. He made that dude look ordinary. So ordinary, he made Spence look like a nobody. Like these nobodies, they said Crawford been fighting throughout his whole career. He made Errol Spence look like a nobody. He made him look like a nobody, bro. Will he be able to do that to Charlo? I can't wait to see it. I think he can do it to. If you ask Canelo, nobody at 147, 154 is beating Crawford. That's what Canelo said. Nobody's beating him. You ask Zab Judah, nobody's beating Terence Crawford right now. He got the mojo. Stay away from him. Right? This is why guys like Tank ain't saying nothing. Tank is Twitter king. He ain't saying nothing. Boo Sanders ain't pressing on the gas. Bozy, he ain't saying nothing. Maybe why I send them get the camera in their face and get them to say something, but they ain't gonna say nothing. Jamel Charlo's tied up with Canelo, and Canelo's tied up with Jamel. I mean, Tim Tszyu ain't calling out for no Crawford to come up and fight him. Tim Tszyu said that he'll rather fight Errol Spence. So, yeah. That's right. Oh, they got millions of excuses. Sorry about that. Yeah. You said, but Sugar Ray didn't jump from 147 to 168. He worked his way to 168. Sugar Ray, wait, he fought at middleweight, right? Did he fight at 168? I think he fought that. No, he wasn't even a 168 back then, bro. Sugar Ray fought that one dude. He lost the fight because he pretty much was dehydrated. I think he fought that dude at like heavyweight, right? But I think Bud got the skills to do it, dog. And it's not like Canelo's a guy like Morrell, who's a big ass dude. Morrell is a monster dude. It's not like Canelo's big like that. Canelo's a pretty small guy in stature, though. So I think it could happen, y'all. I don't think there was a 168 back then, B fighter. When Sugar Ray fought, there wasn't no 68. Was there 60 super middleweight back then? Nah, it was 147. It was lightweight, welterweight, middleweight. Was it a light heavyweight back then? I can't remember, bro. He fought that one guy outside, and that's the fight. Sugar Ray dehydrated. He was beating the dude's ass, but dude was a bigger dude, and Sugar Ray pretty much he was exhausted, dehydrated from the heat. I think they was fighting outside and shit. He said, Slew Fix was in. I tried to told y'all Crawford was going to mess up they plan for super mega fight Spence Canelo. Now to punish and stop Crawford being 3-time undisputed champion. I think Jamel's going to fight him, bro. That's a big fight for Jamel. You know what I'm saying? Especially now we could talk about the Charlo Crawford Charlo saga. But I don't feel like there's a lot of people like, how he did the fan perspective. We had the Spence guys and the Crawford guys. Going back for, I don't think there's a lot of guys right now that feels. I think a lot of people feel that Crawford beats a lot of guys right now, so it's gonna be really hard to do fans' perspectives because I feel like a lot of people feel like Crawford could whoop a lot of these dudes right now. Yeah, only light heavyweight. That's right, Kofi. That's what I remember. Yeah, it was only like it was lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight. And then it went 2 heavyweight. It wasn't no cruiserweight, none of that. So I think Crawford could fight the dude. I don't know. About a year or so. He definitely got the skills and everything else to do it. So, and they say Crawford's chinny and all this stuff, but we haven't seen no signs of it. The Mean Machine fight, actually, like I told you guys on that video, that did pretty well. Trey said that Mean Machine, Crawford, he said that his uncle said that Mean Machine punched way harder than Crawford. Spence. He said Mean Machine punched way harder. So that's the video, you guys. Canelo versus Crawford, man. Canelo Alvarez got a fight coming up with Jamel. I'm leaning towards Canelo for a few reasons. I think Canelo has the experience advantage. I think Charlo's going to respect him too much. And that's the main thing. I think he's respecting too much. And how prepared really is Jamel Charlo going into this fight with Canelo Alvarez, with Derek James bouncing around for so many different guys? Has he been studying Canelo Alvarez with his fighter to make sure he's prepared to deal with Canelo Alvarez in such a big fight? I don't know. I'm slightly leaning towards Canelo right now, but we go see. It's going down September 30th. Canelo versus Charlo. Crawford sitting around kind of waiting until the smoke clears. I don't think Bud's going to do anything else this year. I think the Spence rematch likely will happen sometime early 2024. I don't expect Spence to really I just think the skill gap is just too wide for them to close in such a short period of time. But we go see what happens with that. And, of course, Crawford is pressing the gas on facing Lil Cub Jamel Charlo. So, yeah, you guys, that's the video. Everybody have a good day today. Hit that like button on the replay. Right? Hit that like button on the replay. Peace out.